What up, y'all? It's the homie Dame. As you can see, I have this straw hat with me, but why am I not wearing it? I mean, look at it. A bootleg ass hat that I got from Amazon. I literally just bought this just to wear it for this video, but yeah, that ain't happening. But anyway, why did I want to wear a straw hat? Because today in this video, we're gonna be playing Ghost of Yotei. Or at least I would if I had a PS5. I'd be so late getting to new consoles. I literally didn't own a PS4 until like 2019. I feel like it's just so much work to go to Best Buy to buy one because I'm not trying to order online because I want to feel that hefty box in my hand and put it in my cart as I roll it out of the store. That's half of the fun of buying a new console. But no, today we're going to be talking about One Piece. Yes, I have never experienced the One Piece anime before. But the key word there is anime because I have read the manga. I've been a manga reader since the first chapter came out in Shonen Jump in like what, 1990 whatever, and since then I've read it on and off very slowly over the course of many decades and have only gotten as far as like pre-time skip, I guess. Listen, man, you gotta take your time with One Piece. It's more fun that way, I feel like. But yeah, other than that, you may have seen me review the openings on my channel. I've definitely also caught a few random episodes of the 4Kids dub back in the day, and of course I've seen random clips floating around on social media. But I have never sat down and watched the One Piece anime for myself. And as one of my new goals for the channel, I want to catch up to One Piece as soon as possible since it's supposedly ending soon. And I don't want that FOMO where everyone is making their, oh, thanks One Piece for everything. Oda Sensei, you really gave us a masterpiece. Like all those posts and that kind of stuff when the season finally ends. I want to be a part of that too. So that's what I'm going to do. In this video, I'm going to be watching the One Piece anime for the first time and filling you guys in on my thoughts and opinions as we go through arc by arc in this new video series, I guess. But you'll soon see that I recorded reactions of myself watching every episode, so if you want to see all of that and maybe follow along in real time as I go through my One Piece journey, you can hit up Patreon. By the time you watch this video, I might already be well into the Marineford arc. Hell, maybe I'll already have caught up to the whole series. You never know, I could watch like 50 episodes a day or something. I did it for JoJo's. But yeah, if y'all are on board for that, get it on board because it's like a ship. Let's get right into it. Number 1, what does this strange Asian man know about One Piece anyway? So the first thing y'all should know is that I'm not about to start the anime all the way at the beginning. Let's not get ridiculous now. I wanted to start at the last point in the manga where I could, I guess, remember stuff. Now, if you're new to this channel, you may not know, but I'm 47 years old. It's up to you whether you want to believe that or not, but 1977 is what's on my driver's license, so I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, I'm getting up there in age, and my memory is very bad, especially since I spent a large part of my life with crippling alcoholism. So I was like, you know, maybe I could probably start post-time skip. I'm sure I'll be able to follow along with what's going on. How hard could it be? It's not like One Piece is known for its intricate world building and callbacks to information presented multiple arcs ago, right? But then I did like a quick reread of the manga as a refresher for starting the anime, and I realized real fast that I didn't remember shit. I know Marineford is like the big arc that people talk about, and I didn't remember any context as to what was going on except for a certain big plot point that has become so famous in the anime community that it would be impossible to not know about it. It's like not knowing that Darth Vader is Luke's father in Big 2025. But we'll get to all that later. The point is, I decided that the Thriller Bark arc would be the best place for me to start watching the anime. Because Enies Lobby I still have pretty clear memories of, but here I didn't even know who Brook was, which should give y'all an idea of where my One Piece knowledge is at. So yeah, that's the starting point. We're starting from Thriller Bark. That's what this video is specifically going to be about. But before we start talking about Thriller Bark, let me start up the controversy right away by ranking the One Piece arcs that I remember from the manga. Yeah, I know. I'm already priming myself to get strung from the gallows. That's another pirate reference, I think. So let's do a classic tier list. We'll get through them quickly, right? The OG Romance Dawn arc we'll put in C as a benchmark. Very good arc, very good start to the series. Actually, this ends at D here. We need an F tier. We're going straight from C to F. If you're not average, you're dog shit. Next is Orange Town. I would also say that that's a very good, very solid arc, so C tier. Syrup Village, that was when Usopp joined. Fuck it, we're putting that in F. I have no rationale behind that. I'm sure it was fine though, from what I remember. Baratie, or however you say it. I think this one is really good. I'm gonna throw it all the way in A. When I was doing my refresher reread of the manga, this was a pretty fun one to, I guess, revisit. Now we're coming to our first big one, Arlong Park. This one is going into S tier. I love this one, and it was good in the live action too. Kind of. Logtown arc, that's like a B, I'd say. Reverse Mountain, we can put that down in C, but that one gets a nice callback in the Thriller Bark arc, as we'll soon see. Keep watching the video, give me the retention time. Whiskey Peak, I'd say is also B tier. I think that's when we first see Vivian and all them. Little Garden, I think people like that arc a lot, I guess, and I do too. So I'm gonna put it in C tier. I think that one was pretty fun. That's with the giants, I think, right? Drum Island arc. I think that's where we first see my son Chopper, so that's got to be in B tier. Next, we got another big one, the Arabasta arc, or Alabasta, whatever. I remember first reading this years and years ago when it was first being released in Shonen Jump, and I was thinking, like, this is the peak of One Piece. Like, this is why people like the series so much. It's just such an incredible arc, so obviously I'm going to put it in S tier. Next, we have the Jaya arc, which I didn't know was separate from Skypiea, I ain't gonna lie, but we'll put that in A tier. It's a really, really good one. Then Skypiea itself, S tier. I think all these big major One Piece arcs are all really good. Next, we got Water 7. Might as well do this in Ines Lobby at the same time. S tier for both. The same feeling I got for Arabasta, I got for this whole saga here. This is the type of shit that is like what makes One Piece good for me. The thing is, it took me like close to 10 years to finish this arc, and it's low-key the reason I'm not caught up to One Piece today. Because it's like, at least for me, I didn't want to read too much of One Piece at a time, so I could spread it out. So it's like I'd read the Shonen Jump chapter that came out and then stop for like months, but then I'd be behind. So then I'd have to read to catch up, but then you've read too much at once and you want to take a break again, and then you're behind again, and the cycle continues. So that's why it took me so long to get through it, and that's why I'm so behind now. But that being said, amazing arc. It was even better when I did the reread, honestly. So that brings us to where we are right now after the post-Ines Lobby stuff at Thriller Bark. Number 2, Thriller, I hardly even know her. So going into the anime, I had some expectations, right? Reading the manga was a great experience, but I wanted to see how things would translate to the big screen. I watched it on a computer monitor, by the way. There are so many things I'm curious to see. I want to hear what the voice actors sound like, because reading the manga, I picture what they sound like in my head. But, obviously that's going to be different here. I want to hear what the OST sounds like, not including the openings, because I've already seen them. I want to see what the animation looks like. Well, Chopper sounds exactly what I expected him to sound like. Yeah, that's about what I expected Frankie to sound like too. That is not what I expected Nami to sound like, I'm not gonna lie. I thought she was gonna have a more... I don't know why I thought she was gonna sound like Sakura from Naruto. Let me listen to her some more. I actually like the way Nami sounds. I thought she was gonna sound more, high-pitched, cutesy anime girl. But she sounds like a normal person. I think I've heard Luffy's voice before, so this isn't too surprising. Usopp also does not sound like I expected him to sound. That voice fits for Sanji. That fits for him. Damn, Sanji sound like he about 47 years old, bro. Oh, is that... That sounds like... Yeah, that sounds like how I picture Robin to sound. Usopp does not sound like I expected him to sound. I don't know what I expected him to sound like, but it's not like that. Not that it's bad, it's just... It's kind of like people watching the Harry Potter movies for the first time after reading the books, and they're like, oh my god, I didn't picture any of them sounding or looking like this. Oh, hold on, Robin sounds kind of crazy. That's the first extended line of dialogue she sounds... It sounded like she got a sore throat. No disrespect to the voice actors, but like, damn, that's what she sounds like? I can tell they want her to have that like ara type of voice, but it sounded like she's using a different microphone to record her lines from the rest of the cast. Oh yeah, Robin sounds crazy. I'm not gonna lie, it's gonna take a little bit for me to get used to that, I'm not gonna lie. So this arc starts off almost immediately after the events of Ines Lobby, where the Straw Hat Pirates get caught up on some big spirit Halloween ass boat. But first they meet Jack Skellington, and spoiler alert, he's gonna be our new crew member. Do you think somebody has sampled this for a beat? These vocals would go crazy in a Travis Scott song. Oh, he just like me. You don't have eyes, but do you have a dick? Do you know how many people out there legitimately think that a boner means that there's a literal bone in your penis? Is Brooke short for, Brookerton? Booker T? Brookerham Lincoln? Oh, what is he, like a vampire? It's like Sinners. Bro, when he was alive, he was Michael B. Jordan. This is what happened to Stack after the events of the movie. One Piece is a sequel to Sinners. Why did we almost just zoom down onto her ass, bro? That'll be fan service. I'm glad everybody in this show is more appropriately aged, so I don't have to hold back with the degenerate comments. Let me stop. Because y'all know I wasn't about to say no shit about Orihime or anything. I still would have, let's be honest. Oh my god. This actually is Sinners. That's the Irish vampire. Hey, whenever the live action One Piece gets to this point, we gotta have Michael B. Jordan playing Brooke, bro. Definitely need a musician on the ship. Alright, let's hear it. Oh goddamn, that's the bitch that I want. Oh goddamn, diamonds on my front. The early part of the arc basically sets up how Thriller Bark works, right? It's like full of zombies. There's also some suspiciously nefarious things going on with Dr. Hogback, and we eventually find out that it's run by one of the 7 warlords of the sea, Gecko Moria. Not gonna lie, this is where I got my first shock, I guess, or whiplash in terms of how different this felt than in the manga. Obviously, like 300 chapters into the manga, you kind of know how things work, right? Every time there's a new arc, we have to set up some world building, right? These are the great things that Oda is known for as a writer. These are the things that make One Piece really good, you know? We meet a whole bunch of new lovable characters, we meet some jackass villains and learn their motivations, but you also learn some new shit about One Piece's world as like a whole, you know? Like the existence of fish people, or the world government, or even something small like dials or whatever those things were called. Now, the things we learn in Thriller Bark mainly pertain to, well, Thriller Bark itself, but we do learn some stuff about what life is like in the second half of the Grand Line. In short, it's real rough out there. And I didn't realize this at the time that I was watching, and it's a really offhand quick mention, but Gecko Moria talks about Kaido at one point. And it's like, yeah, I know next to nothing about post-time skip One Piece, but being on social media and just being in the anime community, it's hard to avoid seeing this dude Kaido and Wano, which I'm assuming he's from, I guess. Unfortunate spoiler, I know, but you know, these are the kind of things that One Piece sets up early on for these later payoffs. It's a show that you can't watch with your brain turned off, even though many people do. So let's look at some highlights from my live reactions to these exciting events. One might even say thrilling events. This is my Halloween video, by the way. It may actually come out after Halloween, but this was the spooky video I had planned, so yeah. Usopp had a cross out. Does this imply the existence of Jesus in the One Piece universe? What devil fruit did Jesus possess? And that's like an Orthodox cross too, so is there... Well, that could be a Roman Catholic cross too, I don't know. Does that imply the existence of the Pope in the One Piece universe? Which part of the Grand Line is the Vatican in? What sorts of spooky supernatural adventures are we gonna get ourselves into? How many of the One Piece girlies out there you think got Nami's tattoo on their arm? Or even the dudes? I would get that tattoo. I already have some shit on my arm, but my shoulder, I mean. Y'all don't know, I got hella tattoos over here, but the only one you can see is... this one. That's the only visible one. Imagine this arc is like genuinely scary. Can you imagine? It's like Hereditary. One Piece Hereditary crossover when Luffy gets his head chopped off. Or in this case, it'd be like Chopper. That's gotta be racist. He said, no skeletons on my boat. Usopp said, if you don't speak human, get out of my country. Hey, man. W Robin. I don't know if I told you this. I got Robin over Nami, in my opinion. That's probably not that controversial, but...
今のところはこれがソルジャードックシステムのすべてだ。それぞれがサウザンドサニー号の巡航を補助する兵士たちだと思え。
When are they gonna add a dock for drones? Imagine the Straw Hat Pirates do a drone strike on Thriller Bark. Do any of the Straw Hats die in One Piece? I'm trying to think. I've seen so many random spoilers for One Piece, but you'd think that would have come up. Like, what if Chopper just got torn in half in a random arc like this in the middle of Thriller Bark? That would really make it a horror. You know what I mean? A horror arc. How tall is Robin? They'd be saying she over 6 foot, right? She gotta go hoop for the WNBA. How many points do you think she's dropping on Angel Reese? Can she guard Caitlin Clark? Who is Dr. Hogback? Is he even a real doctor? Like Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar do got a PhD in like philosophy, ain't it? He saved as many people as there are stars. He has obtained status, honor, and everything you can get as a doctor. He has earned the... Oh my god, maybe he is Dr. Umar. Shout out to Dr. Umar, man. Black Queens forever, Straw Hats never. What if in the live action adaptation, when it finally catches up to this arc, they get Dr. Umar to play Dr. Hogback? Oh my god, what is this? Full Metal Alchemist? If you know, you know. Honestly, is that even as terrifying as like Arlong? She was like, Arlong looked crazy. Yeah, look, they're all offended. Nah, cancel the Straw Hats, bro. Imagine someone just rolling through your crib, like where you live, where you grew up, your block, and they just start screaming in disgust at the sight of you. I would be offended. Has there been a fitness influencer who did a video of how to get Chopper's build? Chopper training regimen. Step 1, you have to eat the human fruit. Look at him. How do I get, like, you know what I'm saying? How do I get my traps like that? His legs, you know what I'm saying? He'd be skipping leg day, but it's it really is interesting. I mean, jokes aside, it is interesting to see this anime adaptation because I'm picturing how these scenes would have looked in the manga, because you know they always be doing the exaggerated expressions, exaggerated reactions. It's very interesting to see all that animated and in color too, like not black and white. Right, once again, y'all say it with me, the Straw Hats are canceled. Not respecting their fire allergy. They're honestly so insensitive, bro. That should be the title of my first One Piece video. One Piece is problematic. W clickbait. Oh my god. What? Margot Robbie?
Zombie ka.
Really? That made you doubt your eye? Of all the fantastical things that they've seen on their many exciting adventures on the Seven Seas, a zombie is the most terrifying one. That's actually funny, bro. His aesthetic remind me of like Ozzy Osbourne, man. Rest in peace. Maybe that was an inspiration. Like Oda was like, I don't know. Oh my god, guys. Oh, God, I'm about to get a nosebleed. Hey, she was 18 in this, right? My fucking neck is hurting, bro. That's the thing about being old, bro. I be sitting here and my neck tenses up, bro. Wait till y'all get into your 40s, bro. Y'all gonna stop laughing at me. Look at the two tops of her tits. What? Oh, I thought, okay. You're weaker than the woman on the ship. More my type. Oh, no. Yeah, it's the same one that was licking on Rob. What? Hold on. Look at how it's shaped, bro. Did I put on Nukitashi instead of One Piece? What if Zoro just tore his ACL jumping out like that? Because, you know, in real life, humans can get random injuries doing anything, just walking up the stairs. Imagine if that happened in anime. A shonen protagonist, like, fucking, gets a high-grade ankle sprain. He's out for 2 to 6 weeks.
ゆっくりいい子だな。
Ah, nah. Animal abuse. Say it again, y'all. The Straw Hats canceled. Luffy is canceled. Get him out of here. Get him Twitter. He's gonna have to close his YouTube account. Career over.
おいアブサロムいるんだろ今の騒ぎは何だ
He's for sure canceled. Were you in the bath again? Yeah, again is crazy. Yeah, lock him up.
ゾンビはああいう種族地底人だ。
何それ？
The Hollow Earth people. Usopp is a tinfoil hat conspiracist. Honestly, very in character. This could have been an episode of Scooby-Doo. Like, you just replace them with Daphne, Shaggy, and Scooby. You know who is who. Nami is obviously Scooby. Chopper is Daphne, of course.
ちゃんとウソップちゃんと抑えなさいよ。
Oh my god. That was actually scary. That was a good jump scare. That was scarier than anything that happened in any Conjuring movie. Oh my god. Hey, if I had $1 for every time I said that. I thought Robin was gonna jerk them all off again. Now remember when she did that to Frankie? I know she didn't jerk him off. She like grabbed his balls or whatever. I know that hentai with Robin has gotta go crazy with that concept. That shit, you know them Dojin writers are getting creative with that. Why doesn't Robin do that for every villain? You know what I mean? Just jerk them off. Then they can't fight after the post-nut clarity. Honestly, a sound strategy.
あっさり吐くのかよ。はい。
I want to see Robin jerk these zombies off. I mean, what? That's something she does, though. I don't know why y'all... She's gonna do it! She's gonna do it! She's gonna grab their balls.
だとこの迷子まりも。おるかぐるぐる迷げ。
Do people ship Zoro and Sanji? I can see the yaoi shippers getting in their enemies to lovers head ass. Tsundere friends. Historians will say they were just roommates. Historians will say they were just crewmates.
大怪我した年寄りじゃ。紛らわしいな。ゾンビでいいだろうもう。
One Piece is very underrated in terms of its humor. I know it's not underrated. Everybody knows it's funny, but Oda be writing some good jokes in here, man. Some good old classic Japanese humor.
おいじじい。泣き落としはレディーの特権だと思え。お前じゃときめかねえ。
Right, that's problematic. That's sexist, bro. Hey, Straw Hat Pirates canceled. That might actually be the title of my video, or I'll put it in the thumbnail. One Piece is problematic. And then people won't watch the video and they'll call me he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's so woke. Why does this look like Riruka from Bleach? Oh no, she's following me even when I'm not watching the show. Oh my god. I just can't escape her. My least favorite character of all time. I always love thinking about authors' inspiration for writing stuff. So it's like, did Oda really just want to have like a horror-themed arc or saga? Was he just itching to be like, do you think at the beginning of One Piece, he's like, eventually we're gonna have a part where they go to a horror-themed island with zombies and spooky stuff? Like right before writing Thriller Bark, he watched Night of the Living Dead and was like, well, I just gotta have Luffy and the gang go on a similar adventure, head ass.
ここから逃げられると思うなよ。間抜け海賊ども。
What is this? Big old Snorlax. No, that's Gengar. Oh my god. Wait, y'all know Gengar is my favorite Pokemon? Number 3. Why didn't Robin want to dock? So once all the setup is done, we can finally get to the action, because that's what I'm waiting for. Am I right, power scalers? Real talk though, I was very excited to see how the anime would handle an action sequence, or I guess, you know, like a fight sequence. I'm sure y'all know the Shonen Jump Big 3 were often very, I guess, hit or miss in terms of how the action stuff looked. Because, you know, when these shows go on for hundreds and hundreds of episodes, they can't all be bangers. I honestly didn't really have any insane expectations, even though I think the action in the manga itself looks incredible. I'm not an idiot though. I didn't go in thinking that that would translate perfectly onto the big silver screen, aka my computer. But what you can never take away, no matter what the adaptation is Oda's clever scripting and structuring of these action scenes. I'm not talking choreography, I'm not talking about how X character punches Y character. I'm talking about writing a sequence of events that results in a fun, dramatic scene with stakes. I mean, you could see this in the earlier fight scenes, aka the pre-fighting action scenes, I guess. Because it's like you get the big fights later on when Ors shows up. You know, we'll talk about that later. But before that, you get like mini action sequences. Like you have Nami and Usopp and all of them tussling with the zombies in that garden area. I don't know about the fan. Does Nami get the kind of slander that, you know, other shonen girls get, like Sakura from Naruto or whatever, or Hime in Bleach? Like, oh, the useless female side character. Oh my god, Nami's so useless. Does she get that kind of slander in the One Piece fandom? I can imagine. Even though she's like very clearly proven, she's had some great moments in the manga. None that I can remember off the top of my head though, but or like the smaller fights that Luffy, Robin, and Zoro and all them get into with like what was it, the big spider monkey on that bridge? Monkey. What are these strange words he's saying? If it ain't Japanese, I don't understand it. Monkey? What language is that? Obviously, this isn't like a crazy, ufotable animation Sakuga fest, but they're well-structured action scenes that have a sequence, right? You know, okay, so like A happens, and because of that, B happens, then because of that, C happens, and it's like, okay, I could follow this. That's the kind of thing that made the manga engaging to read, and obviously that's something that you can easily portray in the anime. But that's not to say that there aren't some great-looking action moments in this arc. But before we get into that, we can look at some of my reactions to all the other weird stuff that happens with this weird leopard, tiger, cheetah man, and all the other pre-fight action stuff. I keep almost accidentally saying pre-flight. Like I'm checking in through TSA or something. Baddie alert, hello. Nami who? Robin who? That's Miss Piggy, where Kermit at? Hey, tell Kermit to come get his girl, bro. She out here wildin', look at her. Unfaithful head ass. I don't wanna do this anymore. I don't wanna be the reason why. Shout out to Rihanna. She bad though. Some people don't know what they got, bro. Bro, what is happening? This is the most exciting fight scene that One Piece has ever had. This is better than Luffy versus Rob Lucci. This is unironically more exciting than all of Enies Lobby. You're cute as long as you're quiet. If I had $1 for every time I heard that. This shit is decorated like my farm on Stardew Valley. Just random furniture thrown about. Oh, I thought she was gonna jerk him off again. Can you jerk off a zombie? Can zombies get hard? They don't have blood, right? Can their deceased brains send the signal, you know what I'm saying, to get themselves aroused? These are the questions that you have to ask when watching One Piece. Oda fucked up on his world building by not explaining to us if Robin could grab these zombies' meat, you know what I'm saying? They be getting on Oda for, oh, he's so good at world building, but he didn't explain that, did he? Hey, maybe he's a virgin. Stop playing with him too much. Yeah, that's another lore question that the supposed genius Oda forgot to answer. Is this Absalom guy a virgin or not? Wait. Oh, never mind. I thought he was like inside of her. Can you imagine? Y'all tell me, are there any sex scenes in One Piece? Alright, Usopp, that's problematic. Problematic. Yeah, no body shaming. No. Hey. Straw Hat Pirates, y'all. Cancelled. Ew, so did he for real like cop a field? Ah, nah, maybe. Cancel this dude for sure, but also still cancel the Straw Hats. I haven't been bathing my skin every day for the perverted beast. Hey, drop the skincare routine. Oda, another world building failure right there. Has he revealed to us Nami's skincare technique? Her skincare routine, I should say. Watch all these questions actually get answered. That's why Oda's the GOAT, bro. Imagine getting... What? I never seen her do that before. Wait. Imagine getting jerked off by that many hands. I was about to say, okay, 5 seconds. I'm like, why didn't she just fly away in Enies Lobby then? Oh, she had the handcuffs on her, right? Like the sea stone... What is it? Why does she be on Absalom's dick anyway, man? What's so special about him? What does he have that I don't have? That ass and stuff. Whoa, hello, One Piece progressive. Hey, Straw Hats uncancelled. She's suggesting that he assault him like Orihime did in that one episode. I take it back. Straw Hats are back to being canceled. And look at her, my goat Miss Piggy, respecting his consent. Talk about that would make me a bad person. Namizo is best boy, dude. Look at the LGBT representation in One Piece, man. This is so progressive. Bro, that's fun. Hey. Chopper is accepting though. He's like he's uncancelled as well. Yeah, look at this big ass eggplant. Bowling pin looking ass. Yeah, I was about to say, ain't that why he just got his fly open like that? Dude, I feel bad for this guy. He just got entered by 3 people against his will. Is Frankie still hanging there? Nah, Robin, help his ass up, bro. Give him a hand. We know you got plenty to spare. Robin might fuck around be solo canceled if she don't help my boy Frankie up. She's still not help. Frankie, please. Robin, lock in. How does she ever get caught by anything with how overpowered her devil fruit thing is? I remember that, dude, Robin did not help my man Frankie up. That just took so many points off her rating head. I don't even know what the rating is. Rating of favorite characters, I guess. Oversized shallot. Wait, that's actually what he looks like. Hey, W insult from Luffy. Shallot head sounds like a slur. Well, it is. Go back and read the manga, Riruka. If I didn't refresh myself on the manga, I would have believed her. I would have been like, he does not look like, you know, the kind of guy who could beat Rob Lucci. Some blonde guy. Me when I try to remember who Leonardo DiCaprio is. I wish less of it had to do with how good they are at fighting and more just like pirates goes. Like, that's why I keep talking about how it's cool when Nami does like navigating stuff. I know it's a battle shonen, so they gotta fight, but it's like I want to see some piratey stuff too. Like Nami also always be looking for treasure too. She's like the most piratey out of all of them. I feel bad for this dude. He just got 3 anime characters inside of him. Some of you, that's your dream. I understand, but this dude did not consent. This bear thing did not consent to this. Better go like a chopper. What if he could actually just see out of his hooves? That's why he'd be like poking his head out the wrong way all the time. He's got eyes on his little hooves. Okay, so all of that happens. It's all very exciting. It's all very peak fiction, as the kids say, blah, blah, blah. But then we get to the part where Luffy's shadow gets stolen and put into this Shadow of the Colossus looking thing. And we get this big extended fight sequence. Basically, the rest of the arc is everyone trying to take this dude down along with Gecko Moria, who is obviously controlling it. You'll see once I show the reaction highlights, but this is the kind of shit that I came for. This is what I bought my movie ticket for. This is why I'm here experiencing this series right now here with all of y'all. It was so like spectacularly fun to see all of the Straw Hats fighting together against this literal titanic foe who is, funny enough, very likable in his own right. I mean, it's technically Luffy, so it makes sense, but yeah. All right, now let's check out the reaction highlights for this part of the arc. They'll play when I make this signaling motion with my hands, but right now, not right now because I'm just demonstrating it. Now. Ew, the way he's like peeling it off like a face mask. Me trying to remove my blackheads. Oh no. Dude, he looks insane, bro. He really is a big shallot. Is it shallot or shallot? Oh no. Oh no, Luffy. Oh, this is the end of One Piece. Okay. Look like a Yu-Gi-Oh monster. I could beat his ass. Let me stop. I don't know. I completely understand the pacing complaints with this anime though, because it's like, what is this scene? Like, it's just a minute-long scene of him vaguely moving, I guess. Like, what is this? We had like a minute-long scene of old boy walking, Shallot Man walking towards him. A million cuts to these guys over here just sitting around. Chopper with his W core strength, W arm strength, hiding in the wrong position. And then, now what is this? Motherfucker take longer to wake up than me in the morning. It's still going. I wish it was like Airplane. Y'all know the movie Airplane, where it just starts cutting to random things. Like, we just randomly cut to, like, Bugsy or something. Cuts to a different anime. We see Naruto, like, randomly here. I can imagine that this was, like, one page in the manga. Not even. It was, like, one panel. We're halfway through the episode, and all that's happened is that this dude woke up. Oh, my God. I mean, it's fine. I came into this expecting that, bro, so it's whatever. Dude, literally the episode is... No, that is crazy now that I think about it. Look at this, dude. This is the peak male form, whether you like it or not. 95, 55, 85. Those are the lottery numbers I picked last week. Aw, nah, that, like... child beauty pageant looking ass dress, bro. That's that shit they were using in Little Miss Sunshine. Oh, that does look like it fit her, though. That shit look like a dog bone, not the Yukari sweater. Ah, oh, hell nah. What, bruh? What are we doing now? Come on. I'm picturing all the little 12-year-old Japanese kids watching this.
Oh, this is so stimulating.
Yeah, don't worry, she's fine. She's just casually about to be assaulted by a bunch of zombie paintings. She'll be fine though. Look at Robin's face, bro. She is animated crazy in this scene. Look at her. Looking like a fucking Blue's Clues character.
What?
Why are they drawing Robin looking crazy? The fucking animators got their kids to draw her in this scene. Draw your best sketch of Nico Robin from memory, head ass.
約束の岬で再会を誓った仲間の名はラブーン
Oh, is that the, they said a whale, right? That's the motherfucker from the beginning of the Grand Line, right? When they first got, yeah, here, Reverse Mountain or whatever it was. That was, he was part of, that was the crew that left him? Oh, that's crazy. Hey, I was just joking, but that is that Oda foreshadowing. Or, I mean, he could have planned it, but more likely it was just like, how can I tie this back to a character we've already seen? And he wrote it that way. I mean, it could have been. I don't know. Maybe he said, but I highly doubt Oda was writing that arc specifically to be like, okay, in the future we're gonna introduce Brook as his crewmate. Maybe he did. Maybe he wrote it and was like, eventually we're going to see the crew that left him, and it just, you know, it's easily coinciding with this. Damn, remember these exciting events that I never watched and only read? Imagine they just play the entire whole arc again. Wait, this is literally the same flashback we saw last episode. Okay, can we skip? Okay, come on. All right, come on. They're actually replaying the entire thing. Oh my God, hey, honestly, I respect it, bro. That's it. At this point, it's like comical how, like, clearly they're trying to pad things out. Dude, it goes on, bro. It goes on 10 minutes into. Nah, that is funny, bro. That is funny. Hey. Like I respect it, man. Yeah, okay, we know, bro. Wait, they're going back to more. Oh. Dude, I see. I'm looking at the preview. Literally, I was just joking, bro. They're literally replaying the episode. They start playing like the old opening from that episode too. It's literally just they copy and pasted. They cut in Adobe Premiere and inserted the clip from the episode. Bro, we're 14.5 minutes. Like the episode is gonna end in like 5 minutes. But like, oh hell no. Does that mean Labubu is gonna join the crew? They're gonna go back and get him? He's gonna transform into a whale man so he can hang out on the ship with them. He's like nutting from his eyes, bro. This the One Piece porn parody? What would the One Piece porn parody be like, bro? I'm sure there's like so many JAV like One Piece porn parodies, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna look them up throughout the course of this reaction series, and I'm gonna tell y'all about it off screen, off camera. I looked up some One Piece JAV porn parodies for research, of course. We don't give a fuck about the Western made ones. They got a bunch of them for those. But it's like the real shit, you know what I'm saying, is the JAV stuff. They got a bunch. Mostly it's Nami and Robin, of course. There's one for some characters I don't know. There's one for Nico Robin specifically as Miss All Sunday with her little cowboy getup. There's one with like a female Chopper. Is that a thing? Did I get spoiled? It's like Chopper played by what's her name? I know her name. Not that you know what I'm saying. Just hypothetically, I may know her name. But yeah, she's wearing. Is this a spoiler? She's wearing Chopper's hat. I'm obviously not gonna put it on the screen, but is she wearing Chopper's hat, dude? Did she eat Chopper and transform into him on some Kirby shit? All right, man. Oh, they're doing it like now. There's no like bachelor party. There's no, you know what I'm saying? Is there a pre-event with the open bar? Can we? Is there music? I'm saying, you know. Where the honeymoon gonna be at? I need to go figure out why there's like a human Chopper in that porn parody, bro. Watch that be a crazy spoiler, and I just got spoiled by watching a One Piece porno. Like this Chopper turned into, you know, a real person on some Pinocchio shit. I'm finally a real boy. I mean, he already ate the human fruit. Wow. What a beautiful ceremony. I'm actually really happy for them. We're the open bar, though. Oh, hell no. It's full of virgin for sure.
He's like, I can really do it. I can really kiss her.
Yuck. His little tiger leopard mouth puckering up. Oh, hell nah. This is the mustiest scene of all time. He about to nut in his pants, bro. This is the mustiest thing I've ever seen in my entire fucking career. And they left it. That's the cliffhanger. Oh, brother. Find out what happens next week, head ass. Like, goodness. I just realized his shit is unzipped all the way to his pelvis. He's flashing us right now. That's where Brooke's meat would be. Brooke has just had his shit dangling in front of us this whole time, and we ain't even noticed. That is nuts, bro. Imagine. That is what they used to, both in ancient China and like ancient Japan, like to shame somebody, you'd shave their beard off or shave their head or some shit. I think it was usually their beard. I know they did that in China. Like it was because back in the day, cutting any part of your hair was considered like offensive, because it's like your hair is a gift given to you by your parents. So cutting off somebody's beard was like the biggest slap to the face. You feel me?
Brooke, get up. Think of your friend Labubu. Don't let him beat you.
Is this like the first full body shot we've seen of him? He's been so big, I don't know if he's fit in the frame. What if like they zoomed into his feet and he was wearing black Air Force Ones this entire time? This is like one of my first big fight scenes I'm seeing in the One Piece anime. I'm not used to seeing all this animated. The fuck? This isn't the first time you've seen her, bro. This motherfucker acting like this is the first time he's seen her. I guess she's all like dressed up, I guess. I don't know. Did they like put makeup on her for the wedding? Oh, they are glazing Navi right now. That is nuts. Baddie alert, baddie alert. There's only one way to solve this conflict, y'all. Dick measuring contest. Everybody whip it out. The smallest one wins. Smallest one gets the barrier. What if Nami just died off screen? She's been unconscious for a minute. Like, in real life, motherfuckers can't be unconscious for that long without, like, brain damage, you know what I mean? What if Nami comes back with CTE? Chopper better know fucking brain surgery. I'm still waiting for her to grab somebody's balls again. Now that I know that that's a move in her repertoire, like that's something that she's got in her back pocket, I'm gonna wait for her to use it in every fight. Cause like if she has a move where she could like grab somebody's balls, why can't she do like more? Why can't she shove like a finger up their ass or something? Is that out of the realm of possibility? Does this pirate crew have health insurance? Matter of fact, do the Straw Hats have any kind of health benefits? Is Luffy paying any of them? Are they on payroll? Do they have to file tax forms for any, you know what I'm saying, any loot that they plunder with the Straw Hats? Is Nami getting workers' compensation for getting knocked out and like almost assaulted like 50 times? I was saying Kumansi got to report to HR, but like, honestly, everybody in the Straw Hats got to report to HR. Who is the HR member of the Straw Hats? Chopper, maybe. Imagine it's Sanji is the HR representative. Oh no. Oh nah, that just changes the whole dynamic. Oh wow. So he really was getting turned on by this is his fetish, bro. No, that just made this so weird. Ah, nah, that is insane. Yeah, Chopper, send this dude to the Shadow Realm. This dude really found his own Sydney Sweeney and turned her into a zombie that would obey his commands. Yeah, he gotta get launched into the atmosphere, bro. Look at his face, bro. Oh my god, he's an incel.
I can't believe she left me for that bad boy asshole Chad.
This is about to go watch some Andrew Tate, bro.
物を言えない死体を使ってお前は怪物を生み出しているだけだ
That's true, but you know, Chopper, incels aren't exactly known for their love of consent.
チョッパー
Also, yeah, Robin was yelling out there like she couldn't like help. Like there's literally nothing stopping her from grabbing Hogback's balls right now, bro. And you know he would enjoy it too, little freak ass.
ロビンこいつに早くしよう
Why couldn't she have already done that? Yeah, like nothing was stopping her from doing that before. Robin, I'm gonna need you to lie. I'm not gonna lie, Robin. You've been selling this entire arc, bro. I still haven't forgotten how you didn't help my boy Frankie up.
失敗チョッパー
Oh nah, yeah. See, Robin, your ass is crazy, bro. My goat Orihime would never. Just let me stop.
ちゃんと二人で
ロビン
Oh, why is she all like smiling now? Like she's like, oh, we have him on the ropes now. Like you could have done this the whole time.
今いいところでしょ
Oh hell nah. She's all like cocky now. Robin, you. Like she has supposedly no range for her ability. Like she could have done this at any time. She could have grabbed his balls at any time. I'm gonna try and mimic every character's laugh now that I can hear it live in the anime. You know what I'm saying? I gotta work on that one, y'all. I gotta work on that one. It'll come to me though. It's not there yet. It's not there yet. I feel like vaguely offensive for trying to practice it. I feel it feels like I'm making fun of like a foreign accent or something. Will I be canceled for trying to copy Gecko Moria's laugh? I want to see all of the Straw Hats, the Mugiwara pirates, fight him at the same time. Like, you know how in Ruby they fought the big crow Grim? Like everybody, like it was a team effort and it was like really good choreography and it was well thought out, and you know what I mean? Is that too much to ask? Sorry. Looks like Sanji has died once again. All of y'all get in there, what? Mugiwara pirates assemble, head ass. It's morphin time. What are they? What? Imagine if they had a pose like the Ginyu Force. Oh, what? Hello? Turns out he has high blood pressure. It's not that the salt turns him back from being a zombie or releases the shadow. It's he dies from high blood pressure. Oh, Chopper died off screen too. Oh my god. Brooke died off screen. Well, no, we saw Brooke dying. Frankie's dead too. No, Robin is just okay. She wasn't even involved. Well, I guess the tower collapsed. Yeah, Sanji's dead. Zoro's dead. I'm assuming, yeah, Zoro's dead. Usopp's dead too, probably. Luffy probably died off screen too. Nami is the last Straw Hat. Oh, Frankie's it, yeah. All of them died. That's crazy. Damn, I can't believe this is the final episode of One Piece. Everybody's dead. The Straw Hat Pirates were defeated. Can you imagine waking up to this? It's the fact, like, who actually, like, puckers their lips like that? Well, he is a virgin. Let me not virgin shit.
ナミゾあんた
Nami is not a girl's girl. You know what they be saying?
実は男なのよ
Oh, that's crazy. He's transphobic. Get out of here. Canceled. Absolutely canceled. Get him out of here. Yeah, ew, the fact that we're seeing it from his perspective is insane, bro. Fucking, this who actually got to be locked up in Ines Lobby. All of the bouncy parts for that don't mean anything. They could still identify as a man, you transphobe.
助けに来たのよマイフレンド
Wait, I want to see a show of Jess, Nami, and Miss Piggy over here. Oh, Lola? Can we have a spin-off of them having whimsical adventures? Oh, that's crazy, man. Hey, yeah, Nami, you gotta get your get back. I take it back. Maybe you are a girl's girl after all. Oh, they ain't have to. Yeah, Absalom gotta get executed by guillotine, bro. Like Goldie Roger. My favorite character. That was the saddest scene of all time, bro. That was sadder than anything that happened in Takopi's Original Sin. I can't copy that. It's too, I don't know. I don't have the timbre in my voice for that. Can't do it, man. That one I could do. Dr. Hogbacks. Well, actually, that one's not even that good. Let me not. I just don't got it in me, I'm just not like that. Some people just weren't born to laugh. I'm not genetically predisposed to laugh like Gecko Moria and Dr. Huggleback. Ew, I don't like, ew, this is the most insane visual of all time. I didn't need to see Ors doing that. I didn't need to see him finger the wall. Like, why would he even need to do that? Ew, he's all like hunched over and like bent over fingering a wall. Yeah, that's an image I did not need to see. Oh, and they're playing a little music too. Isn't this like a famous track? Oh my god, how exciting. They're actually squatting up like I wanted them to. They're actually fighting as a team. Wait, they have like fighting. Nah, this is the best part of the art. They actually have like planned group attacks. Nah, this is, yeah, this is peak. This is Gurren Lagann. What the hell? He about to transform. They're about to turn into a mech. Wait, this is like the best animation in the whole art. Wait, this is actually the best part of the entire series. Oh yeah, you know Robin not gonna play with all that, bro. Robin is not doing all that nonsense. What a wet blanket. You know fun, man. No fun allowed. Look, even he's like, bro. This was about to be the greatest moment in the entire anime. Imagine they actually beat his ass like this. Yeah, what if they had actually won if Robin actually... Yeah, this is worse than when she actually betrayed them for real in Nina's lobby. You are no fun. Ah, nah. Robin just fell off after that, bro. I swear to God, this would have propelled One Piece into, like, best of the big three status if they actually did some mech. They had actually won like that. Oh, I don't know. Is she too cool to, like, fight along? No, brother. Like, hey, you know who would have been down to do all that? Orihime. Hey, if Ichigo was trying to form a mech with her, Chad, Ishida, and all that, Ishido would have been the one who's like, oh, my pride can't handle it. But Orihime would have been on board, bro. She would fuck around be the head, too. Her little orange hair coming out. She would have been, you know what I'm saying? Well, no. They would have had, what's his name? Khan be the head. I'm on Robin's ass now. The fact that she didn't want to join in is so whack, bro. Like, even Rukia would have been the type to join in. You know, hey, that kind of thing would be Rukia's idea, low-key. Why doesn't she just do that every time? Just, like, create, like, a billion hands. Just, is she gonna grab Or's balls, too? Is she gonna jerk him off? Or's probably got that mega meat under that, that loincloth, you know what I'm saying? I agree. I agree. They would have won, bro. This is the equivalent of like, y'all know how like Vegeta and Goku always have a hard time fusing, or like Goten and Trunks, and it's like played for laughs, but it's like, you know, if they managed to make Gotenks or Vegeta or Gogeta, that the fight would be over. This is what I'm saying. It's like the fight would be over if they just, what do they say? Special Formation 15? Look, he's getting, what do the kids be saying? He's getting rage baited right now. Oh, it worked. Wait, this, see how effective this attack is? Bruh. Imagine the power level if they all combined, bro. Adding Nami too, and Luffy, and motherfucking, what's his name, Brook? Fuck it, go get Vivi back from Alabasta and add her in there too. That would be the most, like power scalers wouldn't know what to do with that kind of attack, bro. Like Goku would be shaking in his gi. Damn, now she's all like smiley happy. That's the Robin like we know and love, bro. Not the motherfucking like too cool for school. Well, she is kind of like that too, but that I'm too cool to do the ultimate attack. Like, oh brother. Get out of the show if you want that type of shit, bro. So where would Nami's position be and Luffy's position be on the docking, whatever? Chopper was like the head. Zoro and Sanji were the legs, and they were expecting Robin to be the other arm. So where would Luffy be like the dick because it could stretch out? And maybe Nami would be the dick. No reason she couldn't be. They did say she was a man. Let me stop. They had her show up like Thor in Infinity War, bruh. She came in here and said, "Bring me oars." Hey, wait, I actually like that they gave her that entrance. You rarely see in a shonen, bro. His face looks crazy there. Zoro's face. You rarely see like a female character get like a save the day entrance. Well, Nami's dead too. They killed Frankie and Nami in the same episode. Oh, okay, the hands. Yeah, there we go. I was about to say, she should just do that in every situation. Why didn't she do that for Frankie? Oh, brother. Just like how she didn't help him up when he was hanging off that ledge. You know what we call that? Sexism. Oh my goodness. This is low-key one of the best fights because they're all working together. Okay. Alright. Somebody out there is like, hey man. W show, honestly. W show. I wonder what that looked like in the manga, bro. Somebody probably copied that page, printed it out so that they could beat to it. Just multiple feet. That's somebody's dream, bro. Somebody wrote a fan letter into Oda talking about, hey, can you do me a solid, sensei? Write a scene where Robin just spawns thousands of her feet. I'm sopping wet. That's what somebody said when they saw the feet. Crank it like that. That's what they did, bro. Oh, Oda planned this for a specific, some fan or maybe a group of fans. The Robin Foot fan clan were like, please, Oda Sensei, just please do this for us so we can crank it. But we still haven't seen his big zombie peen. Well, we don't know if it's big though. They said he used to walk around naked. Like, let's see what he's working with. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wait, he's just going straight to Bone Balloon. Yep, remember these exciting events. He's just going straight into Gear 3rd. This whole fight has been so fire. Eat my extra large bazooka. If I had $1 every time. Bro, his spider. This is crazy. Nah, this is actually fire. W One Piece, W Oda, W Shonen, W hype moment. What if they're laying together side by side like Naruto and Sasuke, Oars and Luffy, reaching out their hands? Wait, this actually looks insane. This would be such a fun boss fight in a video game. What will our heroes do? Oh yeah, they're making it so. Yep. That's clever. W Oda, W writing. This should have turned, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Now it's giving me that One Piece feeling that I felt when reading the manga. Because let's be honest, y'all, this arc was very slow, very like, oh brother, like, let's get on with it. But this is giving me the feeling I felt when I read the manga, where it's like, we're reading One Piece, guys. This shit's turned. Number 4. But wait. There's more. So after both Oars and Gecko Moria are defeated, the Straw Hats get their shadows back along with all the other victims on Thriller Bark and I guess all around the world, I think. But the trouble isn't over yet because it's revealed that there's another Warlord of the Sea on Thriller Bark, Bartholomew Kuma. He's been sent by the world government to take out everyone as sort of like a cover-up for the embarrassment of Ines Lobby, as well as the defeat of Crocodile way back in Arabasta. Basically, Luffy and the rest of the crew are way too beat up to fight, so Zoro pulls one of the realest moves ever pulled in the show so far, to, I guess, buy time. Essentially, Kuma makes this deal that he'll let the Straw Hats go because it wouldn't be fair to kill them when they can't fight back. But in return, someone has to take on all the pain Luffy accumulated during his battle with Oars and Gecko Moria. Zoro and Sanji both offer themselves a sacrifice, but it's Zoro who ends up taking this pain on. Very great sequence, very good stuff, really hits the whole power of friendship theme and shows that Luffy has got some real ones watching his back. Some of us can't relate. Surprise, surprise, the Straw Hats are all a bunch of good, loyal friends. Who would have thought, right? So once that's dealt with, the Straw Hats are free to move on to the next part of the Grand Line. But not before we get this extended resolution sequence with Brook. See, in another Oda callback, we find out that Brook was crewmates with the whale we left back at the beginning of the Grand Line. They promised they'd come back to meet up with him, but ended up dying, leaving Brook as the only survivor because of his devil fruit power. This is another thing that One Piece I think likes to do at the end of its big arcs. We get a big flashback that resolves some mystery we were wondering about, or some overarching plot point that was central to the conflict. I'm thinking like all the Norland stuff from Skypiea, right? It's all very good. It tugged on the heartstrings quite a bit, which is also another thing that One Piece is really good at. But yeah, that's it. That's the end of Thriller Bark. Number 5. Was it, like, good though? So what do I think about all of this? Now I can say that I've watched the One Piece anime, but what do I think? I'll cut right to the chase and be completely frank. It is a vastly inferior experience to reading the manga. The pacing is brutally slow, the visuals are nowhere near as stunning as the manga artwork, and the only real things that can be considered benefits are the voice acting and the soundtrack. But I feel like that's not a controversial opinion at all. I've been announcing that I'm watching One Piece for months now, and I've gotten a million comments that are like, oh my god, the anime sucks compared to the manga. Why would you do that to yourself? So this is a pretty commonly accepted thing, even amongst One Piece fans themselves. So obviously the anime is not as good, but plenty of people still watch it, right? And I'm gonna watch it too. It's still all good fun because, good or bad, there's still a difference of when you watch something, you know, and see the motion versus reading it on a page. But all that aside, what about Thriller Bark itself? Was the arc good? We did that tier list of all the other arcs earlier, so where would I put it there? I would say A tier. For a lot of the arc, I think it just felt a lot slower, and not even in the anime pacing sense. It's in the sense that the stakes didn't feel as high, but the second half of the arc turned all that around. I think the fight against Oars and Gecko Moria was great, as you saw in the reactions. I like the stuff with Kuma, the stuff with the leopard, tiger, cheetah dude, and Riruka was all, you know, okay. Though the best part about all of it was all the fun character moments, as well as the good humorous moments too. I think in this arc particularly, the Straw Hats really felt like a crew of homies that was up against the world. We got to see their tenacity on full display, like how they just kept getting back up over and over to fight Oars and then Gecko Moria and then Kuma. It was very hype, very exciting, very peak, if you will. Am I right, fellow kids? Haha, 6'7", Ohio, Riz, got. I'm excited to see what happens next because, as you all know, we're headed to one of the most famous anime arcs of all time in Marineford. At least I think. Isn't there like another arc between, or is this like an Enos Lobby thing where you have Water 7 and people debate on whether or not they count as the same arc? Yeah, I don't know. Point is, I'm excited. If you want to join me in watching all of these episodes in real time, check out Patreon for full-length, uncut reactions. And if you enjoyed this video, like and subscribe, and comment below what you thought of Thriller Bark. Alright, that's the video. Peace. But like, for real though, why didn't Robin want to dock?